we'll just start. Okay, so we're talking again about building the heart energy, and we spoke about this before. It's been a few weeks since we've made a video, and so we just feel as though it's really important to continue to process and clear what's in the way of the heart, what's in the way of the energy between two people, with all the other skills and tools that I've mentioned about communication and clearing, healing, and releasing. And in this moment, we're discussing raising the energy of the heart, raising the heart energy to build a oneness connection with your beloved. Do you want to say something? Do you want to add? Okay, so just about really holding the energy. And a lot of people think that they need to release, have an orgasm, let it go, expand it, and make it, just have this like erotic thing, and that they want to, they have lots of tools and skills for making love and having sex and this and that and having it be a wonderful experience. But they don't talk about, and not many people do talk about how you get to the place of wanting to be in that position. Most people just are coming from this primal sexual drive of desire and passion and wanting to connect sexually right away, and then wanting to release it, and then they find themselves in a relationship where there's no love, and it's just kind of built off of having sex once in a while or having sex all the time, and then the energy's released and they're just kind of doing the same thing. And we're talking about building the heart energy so that the love stays strong, and the desire for each other stays strong, so that the desire to be connected and intimate grows, and it comes back to the way it was when you first fell in love, when you first met each other, when you first were building energy for those however long people wait, first few weeks, first few months, the first year of being in a relationship where you just feel so in love with this person, with someone that you're involved with. And the way that you can keep that is by building the heart energy, by building the love, and not releasing the orgasm all the time, knowing when to build the love energy and when to let it go. And so I've talked about building that love energy in other videos, and again we're talking about the same thing. So one way, like after you feel connected and you've processed and you release and you feel like you release, when I say release, I mean emotions that you were dealing with, sadness, anger, fear, confusion, disappointment, misunderstanding, and you've resolved all that, and then you realize that you want to connect again with your beloved. So you may want to cuddle. So we're talking about cuddling and laying down, and you can take turns with a man being behind or a woman being in the back behind the person. But in this moment, we're just discussing the man being behind and laying behind her and putting his arms around her stomach and just breathing. And you're building an energetic connection. You're building a love connection, and the Kundalini is growing just by breathing together. And your clothes are on, fully on, and you're fully feeling in love. You're fully feeling filled up. And while you're breathing, you might notice an emotion rise. You might notice a feeling of sadness. And as you lay there, and the sexual energy is so strong, it's meant to release the emotions that are guarding the body, that are covering your chakras, that are inside the chakra column, inside the energetic part of your spirit, your aura, and your soul. And so when you lay there and you're holding each other, you have an opportunity to breathe into the feelings. And a lot of people have feelings of being right, righteousness, being in control, being afraid of letting go of control, being afraid of letting their hearts open and just to be vulnerable. And when you can just lay there and hold each other, you can breathe into all of those feelings. And when you trust someone and you love them and you know that you're safe, you can expand yourself to going deeper into a connection of love. So you may cry, you may scream, you may wail, you may just feel utter deep peace and utter deep love and appreciation and gratitude. You may feel a deeper knowing of who you are and just feeling adored and honored and accepted. And as you're laying there, you're continuing to build this energy, and your beloved is, as your beloved is behind you, and you're wrapped with love. You just hold that energy, and you don't need to do anything with it. A lot of people think they need to take action. Oh, we have to, what do I do with this energy? I don't know what to do with this energy. Oh my God. They think that they need to immediately go to having sex, or going down on her, or her going down on him, or immediately being inside, him being inside her, because they don't know what to do with that love energy. It can be scary for people that are not in touch with their feelings. It can be scary for people that are not willing to be vulnerable or don't want to let their true selves be revealed. So you just lay there and just let yourself feel. Just feel. It's okay to feel. Feeling is a really good thing, because on the other side of feeling is bliss and passion and joy and pleasure and full body orgasm. Not just a orgasm in that one little spot in your body. It's a whole body experience. It's a whole orgasmic experience. And it doesn't need to be from having the actual intercourse. It can be just from energetic lovemaking, which is the action that will build a heart connection with your beloved. Because as we were talking, which I forgot, I lived from the yoni most of my life. I lived in my root chakra. I lived in my sex center. So I went after men from my root chakra. I went after them in a sexual way, thinking that I was going to have a loving relationship that was going to last, and none of them lasted, because none of these guys were willing to confront their own feelings and their own emotions and their own fears and their own angers, their own confusion. They just didn't want to face themselves. So I ended up being in many, many, many relationships that just didn't last very long, and they didn't get my partner didn't process whoever I was with at the time. And so now, having an opportunity of being with someone that actually is willing to process and clear, you have an opportunity to let that love energy grow. And then you can heal each other. You can be each other's healers instead of resisting what's coming up. So when you feel a feeling and you're in an intimate moment, instead of thinking you need to get to the next thing right away, instead of rushing to immediately release it or have sex or let it go, which men often do it with even just self-pleasure. They think they need to release right away. Women need to even do it with self-pleasure. They think they need to release right away. But when they can just hold the energy and be more subtle, be more gentle, just gentle pressure, gentle palming, or move your hand away as the energy rises and just put your hand on your belly or your womb and just breathe, you actually might cry and release some deep, deep part of yourself that is from your childhood or a trauma or a pain from your past or even a past life. And you can actually grow and become an even more amazing person than you already are. So I'm just going on a tangent here. I'm just philosophizing the whole process of Tantra and healing and spiritual connection and love, but really building the heart energy and the heart connection with someone and living out of the heart together rather than living out of your sex center together is so much more fulfilling and gratifying than living out of your sex center. And it's the most rewarding experience you'll ever have in your life when you finally do get there, because most people don't live there. They live in the root chakra, or they live in the head, and they don't know how to go from here to here or from your sex to here. And coming from the heart is the most rewarding of all. So that was what I wanted to say, and I don't know if you wanted to add anything, because you're just sitting
Well,
here.
I'm mesmerized because I've been living it for the past 6 months, and I have to say that one of the things that I wanted to just say for guys like me who never had the heart-centered sex in my life, it has only been working because of our strong communication that we have with each other, and me listening to you has been so important. So when you do cry, when we're having this moment of breathing and feeling, that I can not ask you what it's there about at that moment, but not get defensive, not close my heart. Just know that I'm helping you release to feel even a deeper love for me. And then the heart juices come out of my heart, and then it makes me harder and stronger, and you feel my love through my hardness. And
Right,
this is
and
something.
that's the thing that I had almost forgotten, is that your hardness is that sexual energy is a love energy. When you don't release it, that sexual energy actually is healing energy, and it actually fills the woman, and it helps her to feel so filled up and expanded, that it gives her an opportunity to be her full self and express her full self, release the armoring that's around her body, the fear that's around her body, whatever it is that she needs to heal from her past. It gives the woman an opportunity to do that when her man can be hard with her and have his powerful sexual energy and hold her with that energy and just be with her, not trying to get anywhere, but just be.
And I just want to say that for me, I have never not released in any situation or relationship that I have been in my entire life. It was all about my release. And I have to tell you that if I go a month without releasing, the love that stays inside of me, not only for myself but for my partner, it's just so much deeper, and I keep peeling my own layers off. So if I hold back, I know and find out more about myself from my emotional releasing in this experience. So I can't thank Astarte enough for bringing me to this world. And that's all I have to say. It's amazing.
So there's more to say. That's it for now. Namaste.